Hello, movie watchers. I'm back with another list of movies for Prime Video that you're going to want to see. Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to my What to Watch Now channel. This list encompasses 9 good movies that you should watch on Prime right now. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like, and click the notification bell so you're alerted to the new videos I upload every Friday. Some of the people on this list are put in bad situations that have deadly results. It could be by personal design, their job, or something that just happens. Number 1 is Home Sweet Hell. This movie came out in 2015 and is rated R. Patrick Wilson and Katherine Heigl are hilariously wicked in this dark comedy. Dan and Mona have the perfect life that Mona will do anything to protect. So when Dan ends up sleeping with his new employee, Dusty, his wife, Mona, decides that there's only one way to handle the situation.
I'm here about the jobs posting.
Glad that you could come here, our house. You cannot be here.
Come on, I'm pregnant. You have to kill her.
You have to like sarcasm and dark humor. Patrick Wilson is completely inappropriate, but he's hilarious. And Katherine Heigl, she probably was the most evil I've ever seen her in any of her movies, and I enjoyed every minute of it. This movie is ridiculous and over the top, but sometimes it's nice to see an irrational plot with twists and turns like this one.
Get her in the trunk.
Oh no, she's alive! What do we do?
Oh, maybe we should just let her go.
Really?
No, get a hammer.
Number 2 is Extremities. This movie came out in 1986 and is rated R. I will always have a soft spot in my heart for 80s movies. Fashion, the hair, the loud guitar solos and synthesizers. It's all sentimental. Farrah Fawcett plays Marjorie, a woman who is attacked but manages to get away unharmed. That's until he finds her, and now she has to turn the tables and get the upper hand in order to not become his next victim. This movie, as well as The Burning Bed, are probably the 2 movies that stand out to me that star Farrah Fawcett. I saw them both as a preteen, and for various reasons they stood out. Mostly because she plays a woman that could just fall back and be a victim, but she doesn't. She puts up a fight both mentally and physically, which was impressive and not really seen at the time.
Marjorie is not a victim anymore.
Don't let the age of this movie deter you. It's well acted, it's not a date movie, but it is good if you're in need of a quick watch.
Smile.
Number 3 is I See You. This movie came out in 2019 and is rated R.
Justin Witter, 10 years old. Went missing on a bike ride last night near Troubadour Park. Park ranger found the bike. No boy.
This one's gonna leave you feeling on edge and a little creeped out, especially if you're home alone and you're in the dark. A missing boy has the whole town searching, all the while one family is dealing with family issues when strange and unsettling events start to happen around their home. Ellen Hunt plays Jackie, and she's somewhat on the outs with her husband and her son. Something happened, and it lends to the disconnect and distrust that's already going on between the 3.
You don't get to act like nothing happened.
Sorry.
Okay, so I wasn't sure if this was a haunted house thriller or what. I was like, what in the paranormal is going on? Just when you think you have it all figured out, you get all of the missing pieces. And it's like, who's the real monster in this movie? Overall, I really enjoyed it, and it just goes to show you never know about the people around you. Number 4 is Better Watch Out. This movie came out in 2016 and is rated R. I can watch Christmas movies any time of the year, especially if they're horror. Krampus is a favorite that comes to mind, as well as the original Black Christmas, okay? Gremlins, Silent Night, Deadly Night, and Better Watch Out. In the beloved tradition of Christmas horror movies, you have this twisted entry about a babysitter trying to protect the boys in her care during a holiday home invasion. About right here, I have to warn you. If you don't like movies like Emily or The Prodigy where children use foul language, then you're not gonna wanna see this one. I cringed during certain scenes and I found myself looking around like, okay, nobody heard that, nobody's coming, okay.
Please let me out of this! You're home alone again?
This movie switches up and becomes something like The Good Son. Let me tell you, there's gore, comedy, and some of the most inappropriate language that I've ever heard from preteens. If you like the movie Funny Games and you think the way that I've explained everything for this movie sounds intriguing, then go ahead and give it a try.
I got you.
Number 5 is The Show. This movie came out in 2017 and is rated R.
I've decided to go with Brandy! Brandy!
Josh Duhamel stars as Adam, and he's a TV show host, okay? And while live on his show, one of the contestants commits suicide.
5, 4, 3.
What you're about to see tonight is unlike anything you've seen on television before.
There are so many things wrong with this concept. Talk about shocking. This brings to mind how people go to prisons and watch executions. I mean, I don't want to do it. I can't do it. Now you got people signing up for this mess. Y'all, they had a studio audience and folks watching at home. Could you imagine? And then when the ratings start to fall, they have to up the stakes.
$1 million for the death of the year on the season finale.
Is death ridiculous to you now?
This one was interesting and really made me think, but it also gave me the chills. Good grief.
Somebody back there, stop her! Don't let her do it! Hey!
Number 6 is Pathology. This movie came out in 2008 and is rated R.
There are 6.5 million people in this city.
What we need is less of them and more of these.
Ted Gray is a talented, smart doctor who's beginning his residency in pathology at a New York City hospital. Immediately, he notices a clique of doctors, and they're all guided by one, Dr. Jake Gallows.
If you could kill anyone, who would you kill?
I am interested in what Dr. Gray has to say.
Truth is, you're all full of it.
Ted must come up with a creative kill to join the game. There's no guilt, okay? Just the fear of getting caught. They're all killers, okay? Perverse, creative, and complete sickos. They justify every kill for the game. Now, Ted decides he wants out, but somebody's gotta win. This was a good movie. It has a lot of twists and turns and an ending that is a game changer.
Don't you want to know who's the best?
I'm up to my eyeballs in this.
Yes, you are, Ted. We're animals. It's our nature to kill.
Number 7 is The Good Neighbor. This movie came out in 2016 and is rated 18+.
The theory, with the proper execution, it is possible to drive an unsuspecting person into believing that they are truly being haunted.
Two friends are taking social experiments to a whole new level. See, we didn't do mess like this here, okay? We didn't have gadgets like this back in the 80s and 90s. With Walkman and a pager, honey. Now, we weren't breaking and entering and setting up equipment in strangers' homes and then plotting to drive them crazy, all in the name of learning. No, we were skateboarding. Through their documented footage, you watch as the boys devise their plan and see it through to fruition with devastating consequences. Why? Why did you do this to this man? I mean, y'all already know. They chose the wrong neighbor. Now, it's not like this old man is gangster-like and don't breathe, okay? No, this one turns and it's gonna do something else and leave you with more like a gut punch. This is a good movie with a great twist and a major lesson.
Exhibit C, the living room cam. The camera that ultimately captured the tragedy of the so-called haunting project.
And wakey, wakey. Knock, knock. Is he looking at us? He knows!
Number 8 is Backstabbing for Beginners. This movie came out in 2018 and is rated 18+.
The program is called Oil for Food. The UN would manage the sale of Iraqi oil and use the profits to provide humanitarian relief to alleviate the hardship.
This movie is based on a true story. Michael Sullivan is an idealistic young man beginning a new job at the UN. He's always wanted to go into diplomatic service like his father and make a difference. He narrates us through his thoughts as he navigates his job. He soon is involved in the politics of helping his boss manage this program, and the backstabbing begins. left in Baghdad to write a status report, he's drawn into a conspiracy that's way over his head.
I took this job because I want to help people.
Come on, kid. You wanted a career in diplomacy. Well, you're missing your golden moment.
His career in diplomacy is not how he wanted it to be, and he doesn't like how it works. It was an interesting movie that tells us to be careful what you wish for because you just might have to act.
As long as I can remember, I wanted to make a difference.
We've been through this, Michael. This is how it works.
For the last movie on the list, we have
Roadhouse.
This movie came out in 1989 and is rated R. I love this man and I love this movie, and I was gonna find a way to put it on this list. But what?
Somebody gets in your face, I want you to be nice. Don't be rude. Ask him to walk, but be nice. Help this gentleman to the door. Until it's time to not be nice.
So says the fighting philosopher.
Now, I have this movie, okay? If you're an 80s or a 90s kid, you know the movie Roadhouse. And now if you watch Family Guy, let me stop. Dalton takes a job as lead bouncer at a rowdy bar, thinking his new position might offer him somewhat of a quieter life, when he steps on some toes and angers the one man in town that everybody fears. Not Dalton. He is too cool for this mess. Do you see his face when he's fighting? They can vandalize his car, okay? They can attack him. But as soon as they go after people he now cares about and attacks them, stop it. You know this man in true 80s, 90s fashion is coming to your home, okay? He's gonna walk through the front door like the badass that he is, and he's gonna tear through your whole house and everybody in it.
Gee, I've never heard that before.
That's it for this video. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. If you hadn't had an opportunity, please take this time to like, subscribe, and share. And I will be back next Friday with a new list. Bye-bye.